James from CORTIS, a fifth-generation idol, was inappropriately touched by an audience member during a performance. And here's the problem. Instead of immediate outrage, many fans initially found the video exciting or romantic. They were focused on the close interaction, completely missing that James was being touched without his consent. Let me be clear. An idol jumping on the barricade to hype up the crowd is not an invitation to grab their body, pull their shirt, or force their hand. James was visibly uncomfortable. He quickly freed his hand from the fan's grip. And we need to talk about why this wasn't condemned immediately. Here's what happened. CORTIS was performing at a university festival in Seoul. At one point, member James jumped on the barricade to interact closely with the audience and hype them up. He was singing into his mic, engaging with fans, doing his job as a performer. But while he was performing, a woman's hand was seen grabbing at his body, then his shirt, and then his hands. James kept singing because that's what idols do, they push through, but he was visibly uncomfortable. And he quickly freed his hand from the audience member's grip. He had to pull away. On stage. In front of everyone. That's not fan interaction. That's not a cute moment. That's harassment. Here's where the real issue comes in. When videos from the performance began spreading online, most fans seemed fascinated by the close interaction between James and the audience. They were focused on how cool it was that he was so close to fans, completely unaware that he was being touched without his consent. One fan put it perfectly. They wrote, quote, "I don't know about y'all, but I do not think we should be romanticizing an idol getting touched inappropriately. He did not look comfortable with it. That's not something to gag over. Have some decorum." Another fan said, "Fuck, I just noticed she touched James like that. Sorry, I was too focused on James the first, didn't notice her hand touching him like that." Idols climbing on the barricade doesn't mean you can touch them that freely. This is so disrespectful, especially this is a university festival. That's the key. An idol engaging with the crowd does not equal consent to be touched. Fans need to understand that. Thankfully, as more fans noticed what actually happened, condemnation started flooding social media. People are now calling on BIGHIT music to take necessary action to protect their artists. One fan wrote, "Why no one is talking about the girl's action is too over? As a fan, you should control yourself instead of touching the member everywhere." Even James' own fan club spoke up, saying that James will always sincerely connect with fans who come to see him, but that love and respect are mutual. They begged fans to maintain proper distance, no matter how excited they get. This isn't the first time something like this has happened. And that's what makes it so frustrating. Time and time again, idols are touched, grabbed, or harassed by fans who think that paying for a ticket or standing close to the stage gives them permission. And every time there are people who romanticize it, who call it cute or lucky, who focus on the interaction instead of the lack of consent. That has to stop. This incident has yet again pushed the internet to emphasize the importance of fan etiquette, not only for the environment of a concert or a festival, but also for the artist's safety. Idols are people. They deserve to feel safe while doing their jobs. Here's my take. James handled this with professionalism and grace. He didn't stop performing. He didn't make a scene. He just freed his hand and moved on. But he shouldn't have had to do that. BIGHIT needs to address this. Not necessarily to punish one fan, but to send a message. Touching idols without consent is not acceptable. Artists performing on stage does not mean their bodies are public property. And to fans, stop romanticizing these videos. If you see an idol pulling away from someone's touch, that's not a moment to celebrate. It's a moment to be concerned. Call it out. Don't share it as something cute. Because the more we normalize this, the more it will keep happening. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care.